I'm Peter Griffin, and this is Shopping Cat Roof Shopping Cat, guys. Okay, go! Ow, ow, ow. Oh!
So Skate has been out for about a week at this point, and I kind of wanted to do a video highlighting how I personally feel about this game. And this is more or less coming from someone who, first off, isn't a skater in any way, shape, or form. I don't skate in real life, obviously. And I've also, my experience with the Skate games is I played Skate 2 back in the day. It was my first Skate game, and I went and played Skate 1. Obviously, I played Skate 3. I've been playing these games for like over 15 years, I believe, at this point, which is insane to think about because I'm only 21. That means I've been playing these games for like a majority of my life, and just like everyone else, I was also looking forward, and I've always wanted a Skate 4 for many years. So when the news came out in about summer 2020, in the midst of COVID, that they were making a Skate game, everyone, including me, was very hyped. And I mean, I was very excited. You know, I've been wanting a Skate 4, and like seeing like them actually doing it was like, was I dreaming? Of course, there were a lot of things that we learned about the game over time that worried a lot of people, not really me. The fact the game is going to be free to play, which, yeah, I mean, if it's free to play, there's going to be microtransactions and shit, but I didn't care, you know, that was fun because a new generation of people get to experience Skate and they don't have to pay for it. So when this game, you know, was announced, the release date was announced, you know, everything seemed fine. And then people saw the reveal trailers, and, you know, including me, I was very disappointed. Now look, for full transparency, I was a part of the playtest, but that was like earlier this year, and I didn't realize how close the game already was to being finished. So when I saw that the reveal trailer looked very much like what I just played, yeah, it was kind of heartbreaking. I mean, I was kind of mad, honestly, because like this does not look like no fucking Skate game. And I'm just gonna be honest, like my opinion of the game has shifted way more in a positive direction compared to when, you know, when I first played the playtest and when the reveal trailer came out. And you know, that's why I'm making this video, because I want to give my personal opinion of this game from someone who doesn't really skate or does any of that shit, doesn't really care too much, but has played the Skate games before, kind of knows what he's talking about, even though this is just an opinion and you shouldn't take my word on how the game is. You know, the game is free to play, so I mean, it won't cost you anything to, you know, experience the game and like learn if it's for you or if it's not. I think my opinion is here just to kind of motivate or demotivate people who are interested in the game but aren't so sure, because, well, this game's reception is pretty mixed right now. Look, this intro's gone on long enough. Let's get into my opinions on Skate. So when the game was coming out, like I said, I had some pretty mixed or negative opinions about the game, and without dancing around the conversation, my opinions are still pretty mixed, but I will admit that, you know, my opinion has very much shifted into a positive way, but I'm still mixed about a lot of smaller things. And while there's a few major things I'm mixed about, I do find the game to be pretty fun, especially with friends, and I feel like online is a major part of where you'll get most of your value from, because there's no career mode, there's no single player campaign, none of that. You're not going to be doing challenges with pro skaters, you're not going to be playing games of skate with pro skaters, you're not going to be doing street contests, vert contests, death races. None of that shit. That does not exist. This is a online game. There is no offline mode. It is strictly online, and while the online is fun and you can do the challenges that the game offers you with your friends and shit, the gameplay and challenge loop is really repetitive because it's only a small amount of like challenge variety, and most of the challenges, they rotate in and out, like they'll cycle out, and I can't count how many times I've done repeated challenges that got cycled out. The game, you know, when a challenge cycles out, the game tells you, oh hey, you got a new challenge available in this location. You go to it, it's a challenge you've done 10 times already. There is no variety whatsoever in the challenges. There's like probably 5 or 6 different challenge types, and if you're someone who plays solo and you're doing the same challenges each day just to level yourself up in a certain area, you're gonna get burnt out. You really need friends to do challenges with and just to have fun with, friends that are fucking chaotic and stupid. May I suggest checking out my latest video with my friends to see what I'm talking about, because I feel like if it was a solo video I would be bored as shit, but with friends and how broken this game is sometimes, you can have some fun if you know what you're doing. And on the subject of glitches, I mean, this game is in like what, early access, pre-alpha, whatever the fuck this build of the game is, and I have ran into a few glitches, mainly launching randomly. You've seen that in the latest video actually. There was a challenge where I launched off a quarter pipe and my character got flung like a couple feet left or some shit. And there's shit like that, and then there's the fun glitches like this. I mean, stuff like that has always been in the heart of Skate. Skate has always had broken and fun glitches, and that's kind of why Skate 3 became so popular, because that game was very broken too. And I'm not denouncing fun and glitches. I like fun glitches. Like, I mean, you've seen how much fun I had with that launch glitch in my latest video. And stuff like that, like bailing, hollow meat. Like, there's no hollow meat, but you know what I mean, like bailing and shit. That shit was fun. I find the bailing mechanic in this game to be really ridiculous. Like, how you can just jump off a building, fly across like the whole map, and be fine.
Can we get much higher?
I find that really stupid but really funny, and it's actually kind of convenient to get to certain challenges if you're like on a high building or you glitch up to a high building. I find that pretty cool. What I don't find pretty cool is the character selection and the character creation tool, because, you know, with MTX and shit, you know, you gotta pay to get some cool shit. You get some free shit. You get a lot of free shit actually in this game, but a lot of the cooler shit is locked behind MTX, and I've seen some ridiculous character builds in this game.
Really, as soon as I was going,
why does your man have tits? But it's just ridiculous how, like, the character creation's so limited in this game. Even Skate 1 had more, like, variety in its character creation. And may I remind you that Skate 1 is 20 years old almost? Look, I didn't want to go into this video comparing this to the original trilogy, even though it's supposed to be a reboot of the trilogy. But look, man, these people have worked on this game for, like, what, 4 to 5 years? And there is so much missing content that the original games had on launch, and I find that kind of ridiculous. Like, where are, like, the dark catches, underflips, grab grinds? Where's party play? Where's career mode? Where's free skate? Like, why do you have to be online all the time? Like, that shit is ridiculous. And you know what? I didn't mention it probably in the Black Ops 6 Zombies review, but Treyarch, you can catch it too. Activision, you catch it too. Why are these games always online? Okay, let's calm down a little bit. Ironically, it being an online live service game does give me hope that we'll get more content in the future that makes this game a lot better. Like an updated replay editor, create a park, you know, stuff like that. More game modes online, because there is like one game mode online you can play with friends, and it's a fucking like jam session. Like, where's the games of Skate? Where's Spot Battle? Where's any of that? But I'm not gonna go back on that whole tangent. You guys get the point. I'm gonna say the same thing I said in the Black Ops 6 review, or the Black Ops 6 opinion video, that there is a solid foundation. Again, this game more likely will benefit from that foundation than Black Ops 6 did, because this game is a live service game, and there's not a Skate 5 coming out in a year like there is a Black Ops 7 coming out this year. And honestly, like, the main thing about this game that worried me was controls. I didn't think they would get the controls to feel good or even close to the original, but they kind of did. I feel like these games' controls are way less stiff than the previous three. Like, I played Skate 3 recently, and I found that the Skate 3 controls in comparison felt a little stiffer, but they're also good. Like, I'm not saying that those games controlled bad, but I'm saying in comparison to what I played now and recently, I feel like they did improve a lot on the controls, and I feel like it feels a lot more fluid compared to the original games. And you know what? I had notes about how much I hated the new map, but honestly, Sam Amsterdam isn't a bad map. I actually have a lot of fun skating it, and I find the map design to be pretty nice, but I do miss some of the character that Skate 2 had in its worlds. Like, there's no security zones, everything is meant to be skated, like Skate 3 kind of. And that was like a point I had with Skate 3 too, that it was made to be skated, and there was no, like, it just kind of felt lifeless. But you know what, I warmed up to the location, and I actually found some pretty nice spots that I actually like skating, and I find that if you look past some of my previous complaints, if you look past most of that, and let's say you're someone who's never played a skate game before, if you're new to the series and this is your first skate game, you might enjoy this way more than most people would. Me personally, I feel like there's a lot here, and I feel like with more updates, they can improve. I think the game is fine as it is, but I don't think this is a game that you should have been waiting over 15 years for. Now look, if you're someone who's upset with the game, or someone who is passionate about the game and doesn't like the current state it's in, do not go blaming the Skate devs, because I don't think they're at fault here. We know who's at fault here. It's definitely EA. And it's not hard to tell that, you know, we waited so long for a new skate game that we know damn well EA did not have faith in a new skate game. That's why it took us 15 years to get here. They probably didn't have the faith. They probably didn't give the budget they probably needed to make a good skate game. And EA is literally the poster child of a greedy fucking company, and they love microtransactions so much that they're in every game imaginable nowadays. So look, any anger I had in this video about this game, not directed towards the Skate devs solely, because we know EA is behind a lot of the problems with this game, or a lot of the things people might dislike about this game. We know EA didn't have any faith in a skate game. However, in the end, like I said, if you never played a skate game, there's no harm in playing this game because you're not going to lose money. It's free. If you've played a skate game and you're not so sure, I would recommend playing it and forming your own opinion. I'm just here to kind of give my own opinion because, you know, everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. And that's kind of the takeaway from this video. Play the game if you want. It's free. You're not losing money. You're not making an investment. Play the game. If you like it, have fun with it. If you don't like it, then honestly, go play the games that you love. There's no wrong with that. Those games are easily accessible nowadays. Go play Skate 1, 2, and 3. If you don't like this new game, those old games aren't going anywhere. They're backwards compatible on Xbox, and well, there's other methods to play them, if you know what I mean. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little video about my opinions on Skate, and you know, if you like the video, give it a like, please. If you like the content, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video, whenever that might be, because I don't know right now. Bye, guys.